Good morning, everyone. My name is Aaron Jarnigan. I'm the digital marketing specialist here at Cedar Valley, and I'm really excited to have Luke Moore with us this morning of Oak Park Estates. We've kind of transitioned conversation topics a little bit, kind of actually diving into some stories of businesses and organizations who have recently landed here in the Cedar Valley, talking to them about their story, the process that's gone on the back end, and then what ultimately led them to decide to be here in the Cedar Valley. And so kind of where the idea for this came from is the work that we do with Live the Valley, our talent attraction initiative. It's a website, magazine, social media brand, all that goes to promote and push out content about the Cedar Valley. But hey, Luke, you're here this morning. Really excited to have you. And so if you don't mind just giving us a little introduction about yourself, Oak Park Estates, and we can kick it off.
Yep. Luke Moore. Oak Park Estates is a 16-bedroom assisted living memory care over on Green Hill Circle in Cedar Falls. The kind of dedicated on small home, detailed home-like setting.
Awesome. And so, I'm curious, we talked just a little bit before this that we both kind of went to UNI, and you talked, you studied electronic media. I'm just curious the story that, kind of went to, studying electronic media, but then transitioning into actually being in a skilled care setting.
Yeah, I will try to keep that one short. So you went to UNI. Unfortunately, my college career was cut short. I was diagnosed with AML leukemia on my senior year. So it was a quick trip up to Mayo that lasted that first time. I lived up there for a little over a year and then to fast forward, I relapsed back in Mayo for another year. And then we ended up here a year or so after that, back in Cedar Falls. So 10 years cancer free now.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
during that whole thing, I saw a lot of living in the hospital. I spent a lot of time in there, and then I got involved into real estate in the Cedar Valley area and started working with group homes. And we started providing housing for group homes, peoples with disabilities, and still do that today. And that just kind of got my wheels turning and thinking about, where could this go? How could I impact a bigger scale in our area? Then it's kind of speaking with local people that were in that field. The need in memory care is still huge. So started this project about 3 years ago, and with quite a few times on it, and just frustration, and then here we are. Finally got it done. So
Awesome.
anyways.
Well, it's a beautiful spot out there. It was fun to be out there for the ribbon cutting. But yeah, truly just a beautiful area. But so I'm curious. We talked a little bit before this too, and we were kind of talking about. I can't really ask these questions because we want the viewers to be able to hear the answers as well. But I'm curious. You did some moving around, which you talked about a little bit. North and then south. But what actually was that process? As you were kind of looking around, deciding where you actually wanted to build this. What kind of led you to actually building in the Cedar Valley and Cedar Falls?
Well, like I said, me and my wife met at UNI. We love Cedar Falls. We love, it's got a great atmosphere. It's got everything we need. A lot of stuff going on, and I just knew hearing the need for what was happening. And then we came across the spot on Green Hill Circle, and I was like, Green Hill Road is just became a really, really main way to get across town. Like, we are right off of it. To me, it was perfect, close to shopping. It just was centrally located between Waterloo, Cedar Falls. So the location just made a ton of sense. Then the need on top of that, we had a third party research do a study on the area and where the need was there. So, and we felt the location was great. So worked out really well.
Awesome. So I think you mentioned this before the call as well, that you actually weren't born in this area.
No, I'm actually from Fort Dodge.
So, and you said that UNI brought you over. I'm curious about, when you were looking around at different communities, different colleges, did you have, a reasoning or a sense of maybe what brought you actually to the area to go to school?
I didn't want to go to a big university, like a really big university. Felt overwhelmed when I went to Iowa State and looked around, and it was just, to me, a little overwhelming. I went to Iowa Central Community College, and that was a great college. And UNI was big enough. We're meeting new people all the time, a lot of new businesses happening, but yet it was a nice size community. So I like the feel of it. I like the size of it, and there's still tons of stuff going on. So
Awesome. Awesome. And so then just as we keep going, I'm curious, you have a family. What are kind of some of your favorite activities or things that you enjoy here in the Cedar Valley?
well, we are a big dirt bike family. We're at a lot of dirt bikes, so
Awesome.
uh, that's probably not on a lot of people's list, but we enjoy the off-road park over in Waterloo area. It's a big blessing for us, but we love to, I mean, like to well, when we were able to go listen to the live music and go down to the restaurants and eat. We have a few favorites. You used to always be able to catch me Friday afternoon at Urban Pie eating some pizza. That's a great place. And then with with the parkade being built down there, it's just so fun to be downtown and walking around. There's always something going on. So we love to be downtown and hanging out, but things have changed a little bit now for us, and we have a little baby we're trying to make sure is well and protected. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. No, well, awesome. Well, you really have answered all my questions. We've touched on about everything, and just again, really thank you for your time and about the stuff that's going on. And I'm excited that you're excited. Recognizing the value of the good stuff that's going on in the area. Is there anything kind of imparting or just in conclusion that you'd like to share?
Thank you for you guys, taking interest in this project. It was an astronomical amount of work, and for me personally, the biggest thing I've done, and I feel like we're going to do some pretty cool things in the Cedar Valley, and we've met some great people that have helped us so much locally doing the same thing we are. So shout out to everybody that's really helped us out, and they know who they are. So yeah, we appreciate it. Appreciate everybody helping us out.
Awesome. Awesome. So then also for those who are curious to learn more about Oak Park Estates, where can they go to find more information?
You can go to oakparkcf.com. Our splash page is up right now. We should have the full website up next week. And then if you want to drive, we're over on 3212 Green Hill Circle in Cedar Falls. So you want to drive by and check out the location. When all this is hopefully said and done soon, we will be able to do tours, but right now it's virtual, and on Facebook, you can look us up. There's a virtual tour online. So that's kind of how we can only show the property now. So
Right. Well, that's awesome. It's awesome to have tools like that, though. I know they can be pretty impactful, especially right now. But hey, Luke,
and although I was e-media major, don't judge my video skills on Facebook.
I bet they're awesome. I don't even have to look. I bet they're great.
No, they're not good.
But all right. Well, again, thank you so much for tuning in, Luke. Thank you so much for your time this morning, just to kind of give us a little insight of the background story of actually what, brought you and Oak Park Estates to the Cedar Valley. We appreciate your investment and investing here in the Cedar Valley, and look forward to seeing you around. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.